Hi, my name is Todd Kurth. I've crossed over into the Pleroma, and I have other messages for everyone. I know I'm working on a guide to help everyone be able to rise. Since everyone is different, we all have different challenges that we came here to overcome. So there will be a little bit of differences between one another. But the main ones are to always operate in forgiveness and do the four forgivenesses. The reason why that is so crucial, it allows you to detach from your history so you don't carry it further anymore. And since we're interconnected energetically between everyone, we have to make sure that is severed for the people we do not even think we might have hurt. So when we ask somebody for forgiveness, it could be someone you think has no problems with you in your history together. Because in every story, everybody is either a victim or the villain. And no matter how good you are going to still be the villain in somebody's story. Since trauma is how one perceives their situation and what happened. It's not actually what happens. So no matter how you think about it, always operate in forgiveness. Don't worry about if you're not able to meet up with the person, because people leave this planet, but we're all still together. Just because you can't see them, you can actually just talk to them. And you speak it out. When you do your forgiveness, you have to feel it deep inside. When you have completed that, you will feel a switch being activated inside you. This part of our DNA is called, by scientists, our junk DNA. And that's just because it hasn't been activated yet. You are here to activate those parts. You will feel a power up happen when you complete each individual task. Once you do all your forgivenesses with everybody that you've had in your past, all of the differences, good and bad, you have to change your perception of what happened if you were hurt. Changing the perception of your pain and sorrow into a happy and joyful experience of learning and growing is crucial for the next switch to be activated. Because you cannot have any burden holding you back. You have to overcome it by releasing it as being something that was painful and take it as a lesson to be learned. Some of us didn't have the best parents in the world, but it's good to switch that persona of being bad parents to they did the absolute best they could. And then you change that horrible experience into a joyous one, saying, I had parents that actually tried the best they could, even though they were never there. Even though a father or mother was never in your life, or either of them, they still did the best they could. And it just happened to be they weren't around. Switch that perception into being a blessing, and you will really start changing. And when you do that with everything that's been in your life to the current moment, without worrying about the past anymore, you start to detach from any outcome. And then you have to detach from any present moment outcome. Now, the archons constantly feed on this perception where you have to make a choice, and you don't. And you can't hide from this. You have to meet it head on. You have to go into whatever you fear until you understand that fear is not what it seems at all. It's false evidence appearing real. Fear is only inside you. When you overcome all your fears and realize There's nothing to be afraid of, such as death, such as pain and suffering, such as loneliness, because you're never truly alone. You are going to have another switch open inside you. When that clicks on, you will be reactivated. Then you have to deal with another situation. We are constantly bombarded with poisons in our food. We are the only species that poisons our food to prevent other animals from eating it. Yet we eat it ourselves. We're the only species that takes our food and then removes key parts of it, called enriching the food, and make it completely resistant. It won't degrade like it's supposed to. This kills the food. Your water is living. Your food is living. And you want to keep putting poisonous things inside your body over and over again. This will slowly kill you, not quickly, decades. And then you look for answers of why you develop cancers. Why are you developing Alzheimer's? Why are all these sicknesses happening? This is more stuff for you to worry about instead of worrying about how you're going to get off of this world. How are you going to ascend? When you are struggling to survive, when you are struggling to live, this is something that's very hard to do. Your society is dictating. Pay attention to all these other problems. Pay attention to the fighting we have. You have to learn to disassociate from everything in your surrounding, and not by ignoring it, by being in the middle of it and not contributing to it. And then you'll have another switch go off. You'll be guided more and more through each task that you overcome. And this is where you'll be guided into the doorway of the pleroma. Overcome this. Overcome removing fluoride from your diet. When the switch is activated, the calcium deposits will be removed. But it makes it difficult for now. God bless.